What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys. Well, we have our 5th season in a row of getting over 3,000 players, or 3,000 accounts, I should say, to purchase the Wild Season Pass. In fact, we are so close to matching and even surpassing what we did in the last season. So let's skip down to the exciting part here. You can see the total line. We are at 3,132, which is about 30 less than where we were at last season. And there's still like 8 or 9 days left to go in the current season. You can see, last season was about 17 below, right? And it's definitely gone down every season, but it's slowed down to the point where I would say that this might be the first season that we actually match or surpass what the previous season was. Now, if we're going to go and take a look here at the breakdown, you can see credits have also come down, right? People are spending DEC or vouchers because that's where the savings are at. DEC, we had 368 so far versus 385 last season. Everybody's wising up to vouchers just because that is the cheapest option as it stands. But here's the big question. Vouchers will no longer be accepted for the Wild Season Pass following this season. So when it ends on August 30th or 31st, whatever day it ends up being, we are going to see how much of this is going to translate over to DEC. And this is quite huge, okay? So there's a couple of things here, and I've talked about it separately in different videos, but just to take it all together, one of the reasons why I'm actually excited about the rewards potentially going up is twofold, okay? So first of all, we are going to see vouchers essentially no longer be allowed for the Wild Season Pass, meaning that we're going to burn more DEC. And if DEC, I mean, we know right now, obviously, that the discount for DEC is about 30%. The discount for vouchers was like 80%, right? So that could reduce the total amount of people that come in. I wouldn't be surprised, once again, if we have a massive drop-off after the season in terms of people coming in because, well, just the cost to participate in Wild will go up dramatically, right? From an 80% discount or even more than 80% discount to only a 30% discount. That's significant, right? So that's going to be part one. But shortly after that, I believe on the 3rd of September, so just a couple of days into next season, we are also going to get the vouchers, or I guess the stopping of vouchers for energy. And right now that is a massive play. I made a separate video on that talking about how, it's super ROI positive for anybody playing at the higher levels. And you see all of these top accounts playing way more than the amount of energy allocated for them per season, right? And I'm talking about like hundreds of games more. Sure, they could get some of that from energy, but the voucher trade has been fantastic for many people. Well, now they're going to have to pay DEC. And as it stands, even though SPS has actually done great in terms of, doing almost a 2x from its all-time low, we're not quite there at the point where it's ROI positive. So you're not only going to have less people potentially joining next season and paying for the Wild Pass, you also will have the people who joined probably not playing as many battles, especially at the top. And this makes even more of an impact, right? Because it's the people at the top who are playing more. They already earn a lot, so not only are they playing more, not only are they earning a ton, but they are dipping into the pot way more than everybody else, which is bringing the pot down. So I'm excited as somebody who plays like mid-tier, right? So high diamond, low champion. I just minted in champion about a third of the way through the season. I'm excited to see if just the overall value, or the overall kind of rewards go up in terms of the quantity of SPS, right? Now, that being said, it's not that I want this to happen. I'm just saying that will be a nice side effect for folks that do choose to participate and are willing to pay the Wild Season Pass and are willing to play their battles and all that, right? But if we continue to get people coming in at this rate, I mean, 3,000 players times 2,000 DEC, that's roughly 6 million, right? 6 million DEC that we'd be burning additionally per season, or 12 million DEC per month. Now, we were burning like 1 million DEC a day roughly. Again, it's hard to say just because we haven't had like a clean look at that in a very, very long time, maybe almost 6 months at this point, or 5 months at this point. So I would say it's hard to tell, but I made a video a couple days ago or yesterday about tournaments, right? That has actually become a decent DEC burn sync. And obviously we had a massive kind of it's not really one time, but there's obviously a massive first wave of cards being unlocked, right? Or unbounded for Soulbound. And so we've started to see a lot more DEC get burned, and adding an additional 6 to 12 million per month could be significant, right? Now, here's where it gets exciting. If SPS continues to go up, meaning that like we get into, September, October, or Q4 of this year, the market starts to pick up. We have the natural kind of flywheel starting to activate, as well as the overall, overall market kind of giving a little bit of a tailwind to SPS. That's when the magic of like this life spiral could happen, right? The opposite of a death spiral, where all of a sudden the rewards start going up. So more people participate, or more accounts participate, meaning that more people burn, right? DEC, which means that, that in turn, more SPS gets burned for said DEC if we're at a DEC neutral kind of quantity. And then it just keeps on perpetuating. Hopefully for like an entire year throughout 2025, so we can really see this thing start to run. But just looking at things from a wild season permit perspective, right? Just to take this back and to close out this video, I think it's been, I wouldn't say a massive success, but the consistency has been key, and that is going to be tested, right? It's been fantastic for the first 5 seasons, right? So 2.5 months that this thing has been running. And the reason I say it's not a massive success is because Matt was probably being a little too optimistic when he was just like, yeah, maybe we can get like 15,000 accounts. Well, we only got 20% of that, right? But still, that 20% has been consistent. Folks haven't been leaving. They haven't been turning off their accounts, right? They are playing, they are participating, and we are going to get into what I believe will be the final hurdle, right? And it's a significant financial hurdle. But once we get through that and see where the chips fall, meaning next season, how many people decide to participate. Once we get through that, I think we only start to build from there. So maybe this all ends up being, just incorrect, and I get proven wrong, where next season it doesn't matter. We get 4,000 players, for example, that come in and pay DEC and burn DEC for the wild season permit. But at this point in time, my expectation is still that we go a little bit lower for the time being, especially because we're heading into September, which is generally like a down month for crypto overall. But we shall see how things play out following that in October and beyond, and then into 2025. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.